St. Francis of Assisi is one of the most well-known reformers in church history. He was born in Assisi, in Umbria, in 1181, and enjoyed a very rich, easy life growing up because of his father's wealth and the permissiveness of the times. As he grew up, Francis became the leader of a crowd of young people who spent their nights in wild parties. One day, while riding through the countryside, Francis came face to face with a leper. Repelled by the appearance and the smell of the leper, Francis nevertheless jumped down from his horse and kissed his hand. When his kiss of peace was returned, Francis was filled with joy. As he rode off, he turned around for a last wave and saw the leper had disappeared. His search for conversion led him to the ancient church at San Damiano. While he was praying there, he heard Christ on the crucifix speak to him, "Francis, repair my church." Eventually, Francis gave up all his possessions and his birthright, and with nothing but rags to wear, went off to the woods to live. He began to preach about returning to God and obedience to the church. He was for a time considered to be a religious fanatic, begging from door to door when he could not get money for his work. But soon others began to follow Francis. And even though he had no intention of founding an order, once it began, he protected it and accepted all the legal structures needed to support it. His devotion and loyalty to the church were absolute, at a time when various movements of reform tended to break the church's unity. During the last years of his relatively short life, Francis was half blind and seriously ill. 2 years before his death, he received the stigmata, the real and painful wounds of Christ. On his deathbed, Francis said over and over again the last addition to his Canticle of the Sun, "Be praised, O Lord, for our sister death." He died on October 3rd, 1226 at the age of 44. His feast day is celebrated on October 4th.